fight in a fight that I didn't even know was going on this weekend till like Saturday or late Friday, man. That actually turned out to probably be the best fight that I seen Saturday going into Sunday was Jaime Munguia just defeating Gary Spike O'Sullivan TKO in the 11th round. In his corner, Spike O'Sullivan corner, threw in the towel. But I'm going to tell you what's wrong with Jaime Munguia, but what's promising about him as well. But we back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Talk about the fight. Gary Spike O'Sullivan said he had a good camp, no regrets. And I could tell he had a good camp because he was competing. Now, low blows was an issue here. Jaime hit him several times low. I don't think it was intentional. He just couldn't find a sweet spot in David Lemieux body. Gary Spike O'Sullivan body. They was just talking about David Lemieux was the last guy was the only guy to actually ice Gary Spike O'Sullivan for the count. All the other two other times, including the night he was stopped on his feet. But he just couldn't find that rhythm to the body. And the way these guys wear their shorts and their protective cuff, I think sometimes the body shot is a little bit exaggerated. But they was warranted here. Munguia got a point taken away from him from going low. Then he went low, I think, in a round or two after that, and they called it accidental. That could have been taken a point away as well because Munguia hit Gary Spike O'Sullivan hit the canvas off that low blow. We thought it was a knockdown. Even Sergio Mora did, but it was a low blow. But Spike O'Sullivan was dangerous. He was in hell of a shape. He was waiting for Jaime to get, he was ready for Jaime to get overcommitted. Jaime was looking to really bomb away and lead off with punches instead of using his jab. And Spike O'Sullivan was piecing him up. He was backing Jaime up. Jaime came out with some nice, good head movement early on. Then he left his jab and his head movement back in the corner, and he wanted to fight. And Spike O'Sullivan was taking advantage of it. He was punching in between Jaime punches. He was there. He was going to the body. He was a tough game guy for Jaime Munguia's middleweight debut. But the problem for Spike is he didn't have enough ammunition to put Jaime down. Jaime a big kid. Even though he was moving up, he was physically the bigger guy tonight. And that was the problem. But pretty much it was tit for tat. Going back and forth all night. I think some of these rounds was close. Only reason that I think Jaime really got the benefit of the doubt because his punches seem to have more hot sauce on them. But the problem with Jaime Munguia is this. He want to fight instead of being a boxer. He want to brawl. He want to play to the crowd. And that don't benefit him. He need to accept the fact that he's an outstanding boxer once he uses his jab. Anytime he used his jab in his fight, that's how he got the stoppage, by the way. He used his jab and it set up his straight right, and he ended up opening up Gary Spike O'Sullivan because that jab was in Spike O'Sullivan's throat. And Spike couldn't punch in between Munguia's punches with the jab being down his throat. Munguia want to lead off with hooks to the body, right hooks to the head, right hands to the head, instead of setting things up behind his jab like Edgar Morales said to. He want to fight too much. And when he going to fight with the wrong guy, he going to get put to sleep. Or he going to lose a fight. He relied too much on his chin. He relied too much on his heart. And he played to the crowd too much. He needed a little bit of discipline. And if he listened to Edgar Morales, this fight would have been over 4 or 5 rounds earlier. I'm telling you. He need to box, use his footwork, use his head move. He got all the tools to be a fantastic boxer. But I think he want to wear his heart on his sleeve for his Mexican fans. But when he box and use his jab and move his head, he is exceptional. He can be an exceptional elite middleweight. But he don't do it. And when he did it, he got the stoppage. He, touched him to the body with the jab, power jab, quick jab, snapping jab. He got the jab down packed. He don't want to use it. He'd rather go to war and make an exciting fight. And exciting fights, they last for the night. But usually guys that's always in wars, their careers don't have no longevity. So that's why this fight went to the 11th round. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. That's what happened. When Jaime box, feint, use his head movement, go behind his jab, and use his skills, he one of the better guys in boxing, or he one of the more promising young guys in boxing. When he slug it out, he don't have enough power to slug it out, and, that's the problem. He need to, figure out his identity. If he gonna be a slugger, then he gonna have a short career, and he probably never gonna touch another world champion. If he'll be a boxer, let Morales mold him and show him how to step over, use the jab, move his head, slip, and counter, then he gonna have a long, prosperous career, and he gonna have some more hard work go around his waist and go around his chest. But at the end of the day, that's the problem with him. He'd rather fight than box, and if he boxed, he would have smoked Gary Spike O'Sullivan 4 or 5 rounds earlier. But hey, it is what it is. Congratulations to him. 11th round knockout. TKO throwing the towel style. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? That link's in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. Let me know if you caught the fight, what you thought about it. It was a good action-packed fight compared to the Jesse Hart, Joe Smith Jr. Relay race. One time for the one time, we gone.